I tried baking with Agbalumo, that's African star apple, and I was left speechless. Welcome to the sumptuous side of YouTube. My name is Teresa Metka, and you're highly welcome to my channel today. So the first thing you want to prep for is the star ingredient, that's Agbalumo. Some people call it Udara. The English name is African star apple. When I tell you, this cake is so yummy, it's luscious, it says so creamy. So I gave this cake to people that don't really love cake, and they were begging me for more. Like people that love cake, people that don't love cake, they enjoy it. They like the taste of this cake is mind-blowing. The texture is so wonderful. It's so soft. Like I didn't even believe that this was going to be the outcome of the cake, and oh my god, like I can't even stop eating this cake. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, it's good to have you here. My name is Teresa Metka, and you're highly welcome to my channel today. So the first thing you want to do is to wash your Agbalumo like we've seen, and then the next thing you want to do is just to cut it, and then we just only need the inside, that's the flesh or the pulp of the Agbalumo. I want to say a special thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you for making 2024 a very memorable year for me. So in my subsequent video, I'm going to be doing a proper thank you. So I just want to say thank you first before I proceed in this video. But thank you so much. Like, you made 2024 a very fabulous year. You made it a very grand one for me. So the next thing you want to do, you're also going to remove the flesh and the seed of the Agbalumo, because the seed, that flesh in the seed is very luscious, is very tasty. So we also need that as well to make our Agbalumo cake. And I tell you, this cake screams creaminess. This cake is so yummy. I didn't even know what to expect when I was doing this, but I was really blown away. Like, I've just been wasting Agbalumo, just looking at it like just a fruit just to eat, but it has this very unique taste when you add to use it in pastry, in baking. So the next thing I'm going to do, I added some coconut milk to my blender, because I just felt that coconut milk is going to pair so well with Agbalumo, so that's why I'm using coconut milk. And the total Agbalumo I used, as the total flesh I used, was 8. So I did this video like using 2 different methods to make Agbalumo cake. That this was my second trial of this cake. So the first one I'm going to be showing you, the result to is amazing. So the second one, I tried to emphasize more on the Agbalumo. Like, I wanted it to be like the focus ingredients in this cake. So I used more of Agbalumo compared to the first time I tried using this recipe. So you can use milk instead of coconut milk, but I felt like these two pair so well, coconut milk and the Agbalumo pair so well. So you want to make this to have that smoothie type of feel. So I use 1 cup of coconut milk and 8 flesh of the Agbalumo. So this is the final look of how your Agbalumo puree should be. So once you've done that, just set it aside. So I'm just saving all-purpose flour, and I'm combining it with some baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Mix this together and set aside. Do not forget to give this video a like, comment below. I would love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed, do click on the subscribe button. It's free of charge. Do not forget you can share this delicious recipe. I can overemphasize how very tasty and luscious this cake is. When you try it, I promise you, you're going to love every bit of it. So the next thing I'm doing is to cream my butter and sugar until light and fluffy. So you can make use of margarine as well. So the first trial of this cake, I made use of margarine, but the second one I made use of butter. Was that really a very different significance here? You know, the butter is of course richer, but you can use butter or margarine. So the next thing I added is egg yolk. So you just want to add your egg yolk in bits and cream at each addition. So I'm creaming this at a medium to high speed. Add in vanilla extract and cream for just some seconds. So one of the things I really want to emphasize here is that do not over cream this. As try as much as possible not to over cream this, just to give me a very lovely texture of the cake. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add my dry ingredients, and then I'm alternating with the wet ingredients. So you're starting with your dry ingredient and ending with the dry ingredients. Please do not forget at interval to scrape the bottom and side of the bowl in order for all the ingredients to mix well. Like you can see, when I added the dry ingredients, I did not over mix this, just little and dazzle, and I was creaming this at a very low speed. So I added my Agbalumo puree and some milk. Like I said, one of the unique tastes of this cake is how very creamy it is. It is very creamy. So just mix for some seconds and scrape the bottom and side of the bowl and add the dry ingredients. Like I said, you're alternating with the wet ingredients. So the dry ingredients should be added in 3 additions and the wet ingredients in 2 additions. If you have any question regarding to this video, you can just drop your question at the comment section below and I will definitely respond to your question. I love the yummy cake, love delicious cake, love decadent cake. I have lots of different recipes, different type of cake in my channel. So I'll be dropping the link in the description box below. I've done like a playlist to these videos for you to go and check them out. Very easy to follow and very amazing and yummy cake for you to try out. Added the last dry ingredients, so just mix for 2 seconds and just stop mixing, and then you just want to scrape everywhere the bottom and side of the bowl, and then we move to the next process. Like I said, please try as much as possible not to over mix this, because you want your cake to have that very nice texture and you want your cake to rise well. So if you over mix this, you will not get the results that you were expecting to get, especially for the rise of the cake. So make sure you do not over mix this. So the next thing I want to do is to make soft peak egg white. So the first thing I just added a drop of vinegar to my egg white. So one important thing to do for you to achieve a soft peak egg white is to make sure you are using a bowl that is grease free, there's no residue of oil in it. So for you to achieve that, just get your bowl and just add in vinegar. Just use vinegar to wipe around the bowl, and then you are free from any form of grease. And like I said, just add just a drop of vinegar. You can also use lemon, just a drop of it, and then you whisk this until you achieve soft peak egg white. You can use your standing mixer, you can use your hand mixer, you can just use your manual whisk to do this, and it will give you soft peak egg white. One thing that you don't have to do is to stop whisking. Just keep on whisking continuously, and then you will have this foamy, delicious, very cloudy, soft peak egg white. Like I said earlier, I used two different methods making this cake. The ingredients are the same thing. The only difference is just some of the methods. So in the first one, so like I said, this is like my second trial of making this cake. I didn't use soft peak egg whites. I just used the normal way of just cream butter, add in eggs. That's what I did. So I'll be showing that towards the end of this video. So different methods, so you can use the second one. The result is same. So the reason why I love this first method, this second one, this is the second one, sorry, the second one is because the cake, I love the rise of the cake, I love the texture of the cake. This method, the cake is softer compared to the other one, but for taste they taste same. So after doing that, the next thing you want to do is to fold this soft peak egg white gently into your batter. Please do not over mix this. Gently fold this into your batter. Please do not over mix this. When you see that the whole egg has properly mixed into the batter, please stop. Do not over mix it, but please be gentle when you're folding in the egg white into the batter so that you don't deflate the egg white. So what the egg white is going to do to this cake is going to give the cake that rise. It's going to make your cake rise. It's going to make the cake softer. So that's why we are making use of egg white. So pour it to your prepared baking pan, and we are baking this cake at the preheated oven for 25 to 35 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Your cake is baked when you insert toothpick and it comes out clean, so you know your cake is baked properly. So you can see our cake is ready. It is so soft. It is so delicious. It's so creamy. Like when I was making this recipe, when I just thought about making Agbalumo cake, I was just going to get something and I saw Agbalumo and I was like, I can try this and turn it into a cake. I didn't even know that it was going to turn out this way, and oh my goodness, it is super duper delicious. Seriously, you have to try it out. When you try it out, I know you're going to come back and tell me in the comment section that this cake was so delicious. Everyone is going to love it. Everyone, I promise you. So this is the second method I use in making this cake. I cream my butter and sugar, add in egg one at a time and cream at each addition, and then I added my dry ingredients. So I started with the dry ingredient and alternate with the Agbalumo and milk. I added vanilla as well, but the difference here is that the Agbalumo was not like the star ingredients. I used 5 Agbalumo instead of 8 like I did, and then I used more coconut milk. Like the coconut milk was more compared to the second method, and this is the final result. It's so yummy. So whichever method you want to use, you can see very soft cake. You're going to end up with same result. Like I said, I gave this to people and they enjoyed it. This guy here almost dished the whole cake. He was just eating and eating and eating.
I'm a lover of cake, but then this one is actually very, very sweet. They're not the ones I've been tasting. I don't want to mention the names now. All those ones we see on our birthday parties and all. I've not come across a cake like this, and I can never get tired of eating this one. I used to get tired of eating that cake, but this one, no. And there's this taste of I'm a lover of fruits, so Agbalumo. It's tasting something like Agbalumo. I think
So like I said, we're even fighting for this cake because of how yummy it is. I hope you try out this recipe, and if you do not forget to let me know how it turned out to be at the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and enjoy your lovely day. I'll see you at the other flip side. Bye for now. Lots of kisses.